First time I used ChatGPT was after 2 weeks or 3 weeks of its release. Obviously, it's a free tool, so I
Okay.
knew I had to try it out. And when I first started using it, I couldn't believe my eyes. Okay.
Thank you, Ankit. Thanks for coming on this platform. This is Search Engine Radar, and we are a community that provides the digital marketing community with relevant information, tips, and relevant tips to get the best out of
Excited to be
search
here.
engines and the whole digital marketing as a whole. So we invite specialists, we invite professionals in the field to share relevant tips, to share trending tips in the content, the digital marketing industry, and we see major experts in this field, and that's why we deem it fit to bring you on the platform. So, can we meet you, Ankit?
Nice to
Yes.
meet you, Success. And I think we
Yes.
have been working together.
Yes.
So, yeah. So, I'm a B2B SaaS writer. I usually work with companies on a freelance basis. And I'm a B2B SaaS writer in the Martech space. And I usually work with sometimes e commerce companies and HR companies as well. So, I have been doing this for, I would say, 7 long years. And in this 7 years, it has been a roller coaster ride. I have learned a lot. So I think that this space is one of the most exciting spaces ever that keeps you on the edge of your seat.
That's great. That's great. That's great. That's great. Can you tell us just give a brief about companies you've worked with, like organizations you've worked with.
I have worked with a lot of companies, a lot of for many companies.
That
I have
that's
ghostwritten,
fine.
and it's under NDA, so I can't disclose it. But there are some companies that I've worked with that I'm not under NDA, and I have bylines in Zapier, I have bylines in Triple Whale, Scribe, Podium, and many other
Wow.
companies. So it has been a roller coaster ride to work with these companies, and I would have never imagined like 2 years ago or 3 years ago I'd
Mm,
be working with such companies. So it has been a pleasure to work with these guys.
wow. Wow. So there is no doubt that you are a professional in this field, and everyone watching this video, we are actually learn a lot from you. Okay, so diving into what we have for today, I'm very sure you're aware about recent trends in the whole and the internet everywhere. Everyone is talking about AIs. Everyone is talking about AI tools. AI tools. That is why this edition is here to give us a brief about this AI tools everywhere. We are all aware about ChatGPT and BARD AI, but in this edition, I want us to talk about the future of content marketing based on the evolution of AI tools. That means the evolution of ChatGPT and BARD AI. Let me ask you, what's the future of content marketing with the evolution of these AI tools?
Interesting question.
Mm.
So I still remember the day when I heard about Jasper, and people were talking about it all day. People were using it to generate blog posts. People were using it to generate email marketing copy and everything. Like it was a boom, but since Jasper was really costly, I never got the chance to like use it, and it's really costly to be honest. Okay, so as a freelancer, I would never be able to afford it. Okay, so even if I
Okay.
want to, because and the second thing is I just don't need to afford it. Okay, I just don't want to use it. Jasper. And with
Okay.
ChatGPT, okay, like I had been listening to Animals podcast that they talked about GPT and like how AI content can drive content marketing. Okay, but I never
Okay.
thought that AI would ever be able to do that. Like if it were me last year at this same time, I would have never believed that ChatGPT or WordTune or other platforms would be able to take over. Okay, so
Okay.
I think the first time I used ChatGPT was after 2 weeks or 3 weeks of its release. Obviously, it's a free tool, so I
Okay.
knew I had to try it out. And when I first started using it, I couldn't believe my eyes. Okay, so I thought that this is the end of content writers. Okay, but as I was using it more, I started to realize that this is never going to be a replacement of like writers. Okay, good writers, I would say. Okay, there are many writers out
Okay.
there. I won't put out any names or anyone. Okay,
Okay.
they like write content just for the sake of writing. Okay, but writing is
Mm.
more than just writing, I would say. It's a lot of research, it's a lot of interview experts. Okay, good writing, that's what I'm talking about. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
ai can never e- AI will never be able to do that. I think AI can act as an assistant. I even wrote a post for Podium about this, like how AI tools can help businesses. Okay, writers should treat it as AI assistants. Many writers I have talked with, okay, they told me that they
Okay.
use AI for different methods, for ideas and outline generation, and they use AIs. Let's say that you have a blog post that you just, in the first draft you just write and write and write, you just write a love
Okay.
story. Okay, but if you want to make it more concise and everything, they just ask chat gpt to make it more concise. They give it the
Okay.
text and it automatically does that. If you want to
Okay.
fix grammatical mistakes, you can just ask the tool to do that. Okay, if you wanted to, like anything that you wanted to do, okay, it does that. Okay, but it needs to be only treated as an assistant, never. And I would say a writing tool that you can use to like add thousands of blog posts to your website. Okay, anyone will be
Mm.
able to do that if you do. But I would
Mm.
say the future of content marketing. Okay, I'm not really sure how it will impact the Google rankings, because there are a lot of opinions out there that,
Okay.
hey, I will just like bring down your rankings and AI will do this, AI will do that. Okay, but I don't think that there is any fixed uh, relevant information on this, concrete relevant information on this. Companies will try to use it to roll out thousands of blog posts every year. Okay, and
Okay.
I don't think that many companies are already doing it, posting one blog post per day, but those are just generic level stuff. Okay, so I don't think that AI, like, companies are using to do it, like publish one blog post per week, per day,
Okay.
I would say. But I don't think that these blog posts are even useful. Okay, no unique
Okay.
insights, no expert interviews conducted for this, just modified version of here and there information and just
Uh,
code it into one. Okay, so I
okay.
don't think that. But if you see many of my blog posts, you will see that I spend hours researching and interviewing
Yes.
experts,
Yes.
everyone. Okay,
Definitely.
so
Yeah.
I think AI will never be able to do this. AI will be able to assist writers to help them conduct these interviews and everything. I've even seen AI tools like there are many tools like Gong and everyone. Okay, they help sales team, customer success teams, like through customer calls. Okay, gaining insights, extracting insights from customer calls. Okay, so I think that AI tools will be able to do that. AI tools will also be able to help writers in the research and assistance process. But I think also for now, what chat gpt gives, okay, the information chat gpt gives is, I would say, not accurate. Okay, chat you
Okay.
can use chat gpt uh like is something that you want it to be. Okay, becomes something
Okay.
that you want it to be. Okay, it can never tell you that I will not be able to provide you this information or that information that is available with it. Okay, so
Okay.
if I'm not really sure, I'll give you an example after this call. Okay, but chat gpt
Okay.
becomes what you want it to become. Okay, so I will never trust it for relevant information. So I think that I can't trust chat gpt or any other AI tools, but I'll use it for ideas and inspiration. In terms of content
Okay.
marketing, I would say AI will go very very far, but
Okay.
the results will only be seen by teams that use it rightly.
Mm. Okay. 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 I need to ask you a question because I I'm conversant with some of your blog posts, and I see the effort you input in creating blog posts. Because I read one of your posts on LinkedIn. I think that was yesterday, and you talk about you spending 7 to 8 hours in making research before creating an article. And fine, I think I saw your blog post today. You were talking about one of your article ranking above Forbes, above SEMrush, and the likes like that. But if I may ask you, what do you think writers can do to outrank AI tools? Because to be sincere, these tools are delivering great content. For example, yesterday one of my I and my friends were just playing, and we made a search term. We made a search term in ChatGPT, and it gave us a whole content. And so very sincere, those content were cool. But let's be very sincere. How do you think writers can outrank these AI tools? Let me
Writers
put
don't
it.
need to outrank this the content created by these AI tools. If you publish the content written by this AI tools on your website, ultimately Google will see it, because Hugging Face, Open AI Detector, and I would say Writer.ai and Originality, these tools are easily able to detect it. So why won't Google be able to? So ultimately, this pieces will be taken down by Google. That's my opinion. But these are pieces that have been like 80%, 90% created by AI. Okay. You
Okay.
need to, again, I'll say you need to treat this tools as assistants, and not to pour out content on your blog. So writers don't need to worry about AI.
Mm. So writers, I think I'm getting your point right away. Writers don't need to beat their head about AI, but AI tools can serve as assistants, but they should not be the priority. They should not be the only tool, the only tool for creating a whole blog post. For example, a writer wants to create a 2,000 word post, and he just insert the search term, the topic into the tool, and it just delivers the whole 2,000. And the writer just picks the whole content and just publish it directly without even analyzing or scrutinizing or even checking through.
Yes.
I get that, I get that point, and that's really amazing. That's really amazing. So the last question, because I want to take your time. The last question before we wrap it up for the day. What are nuggets writers can maybe tips content writers can optimize to improve themselves and also get the best out of search engines? For example, for someone like you, can you just share some tips, some writing tips that you optimize to deliver top-notch content and content that rank on search engines?
Okay, amazing. So I would say there's no fixed formula or anything for writing a really good piece of content. Okay,
Okay.
the my goals while writing a piece. Okay, first of all, I want to publish it on LinkedIn, so I would want to make sure that that piece looks really good when people
Mm,
my network actually reads it. Okay, second, I want to make sure that particular piece I'm writing is better than all the 10 results I see. Okay, in
o-
Google. Okay. Third, you need to first understand, like, there are many articles or many expert advices that, like, will tell you to do a audience research or like market research and everything, but we just
Okay.
take it for granted. Okay, you genuinely need to do it. Okay, if you're
Mm,
writing for, let's say, a developer, okay, you need to understand what the pain points and everything of a developer are. Okay, you need to
okay.
create a list of all the pain points relevant to the solution that you are providing, okay, that your solution
Yeah.
can help solve. Okay, and based on that, you need to add that to the intro of your articles and everything, so your audience, well, I would say readers, can relate to it. Okay, so
Okay.
let's say you want to improve at writing. Okay, yeah, success, you want to improve at writing, and
Okay.
if I write an article how to improve your writing, okay, I want to make
Okay.
sure that it's relatable to you. Okay, something like I would not frame it right now properly, it comes with the flow, but I would
Okay.
say
Okay.
you want to impress your clients, okay, or
Okay.
something, you want to earn $1,000 per blog post, and those kind of challenges that you face and that you want to achieve. Okay, I'll list down those
Okay.
points in the first or and storytelling is the most efficient manner. Okay, there is no
Yeah.
great to writing really great content, it's just a lot of trying, testing, and one of the most important things that I would like to highlight, just practice. Write one blog post every week if you can. At least don't leave the habit of writing. Just write, 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 and eventually you'll get better.
Mm, that's great. That's great. So you tell us you're asking everybody to just number one, audience research is critically important. The power of storytelling in creating your content, and also consistency in the act of writing. Or you write consistently to
Yes.
get better, and to get better.
Yes. And while
Oh,
writing
thank
your post, don't give generic advice. Just focus on delivering value. If I
you.
am reading a post for answers, I want to make sure that I don't head over to another post for that same answer. Okay. I want to make
Mm,
sure that I'm able to get answer, because obviously if I'm clicking on a link, okay, on Google, I don't want to head over to another post. I'm looking for answer and you need to give me that. Okay.
mm. I think that's the point. That's where Google talks about satisfying search intent. That is, when your users come into your blog post, everything they need concerning that query, you deliver it to them. That's the point. I think that's cool and clear. Okay,
Yes.
thank
At
you
the
so much.
amazing.
Yeah, you wanted to say something?
At the heart, like at the basic level, content marketing is all about delivering value. And
Yes.
if you do that, you'll obviously get results.
Yeah, that's great. So I think all content writers need to hear this right now. Don't be scared about ChatGPT. Don't be scared about AI. They won't replace you. All you need to do is just to improve yourself, improve your skills, deliver more value. Make sure you spend more time in your research. For someone like Hanky says he spends up to 7 to 8 hours in research making before creating an article. And if you read Ankit articles, you know that he spends it because Ankit interview individuals and just to get their opinion for a particular search term. And definitely he ranks on the first page of search engine for most of his blog posts. And thank you so much. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you so
Ankit. Thanks for your time. Thanks for sharing out this value to us. And I hope once we invite you some other time, you'll be able to come on the platform to share all that views.
Thank you so much, Success. It was a pleasure
Yeah,
interacting with you. Thank you.
yeah.